Hi, I'm Duncan, and I'd like to talk about the UN Sustainable Development Goals. The goal I've selected is Goal 8, Decent Work and Economic Growth. Some of the targets that I like about it are that I find they're realistic. Unlike eliminating hunger or eliminating poverty within a very short period of time, I do believe we can actually get everybody a decent job. That I do actually believe is a reasonable assumption. As a business person myself, I realize it is possible to create jobs. I've done it myself, and I realize that having the initiative out there and having the ability to do it is a fantastic thing. So let's look at the goals one by one here. Achieve a national growth rate, gross domestic product, of about 7%. Now, this is a very, very high figure. If all countries could hit this number, we'd be at a very wealthy point where income inequality may matter less because we're all very wealthy to that point. I think 7% is unrealistic. I think for certain economies like China or Mongolia or developing economies, they can reach that 7%, but it's not a realistic goal for larger economies at 2 or 3%. But if they were to hit those targets in most developing countries, they would be set off in a lot better position. There would be a lot more jobs created. In terms of achieving a higher level of economic productivity through diversification, technology, upgrading, and innovation, including on focus on high value added and labor intensive sectors. So what we're looking at here is just using as much human capital as we can in as many regions as we can, and trying to achieve more product out of those markets where we are pursuing them. I think that's a major goal. Just getting production up. The more people buying more things, the more consumption that we have, the more workers we have making those goods. So I can absolutely see how productivity and increasing the amount the work they can produce and get out in the market is very much a good thing. Promote development-oriented policies that support productive activities, decent job creation, entrepreneurship, creativity, innovation, and encourage the formalization and growth of micro, small, medium-sized enterprises, including through access to financial services. I'm in financial services. I very well do realize that there are a lot of big issues in relation to finance in the third world. Grameen Bank in Bangladesh has gone on to win a Nobel Peace Prize for giving access to capital, microcapital to access for individuals who can't really afford normal lines of credit or have facilities even to be able to access those lines of credit. And he's come in with micro loans of $20, $30, etc., that allow some businesses to get off the ground, or $500, let's say, even in some of the bigger ones, so the small financing that he's doing. And this is giving women opportunities, people who are traditionally marginalized, people who are traditionally discriminated against. So absolutely, there is a need for more financial services in the developing world, and I think by addressing that as a major goal, it's a very good thing. The last thing that I will address here would be the by 2030 achieve full and productive employment, decent work for all men, women, including young people and persons with disabilities, and equal pay for work of equal value. I think that's a relatively achievable goal. I think we just need a little bit more pay transparency within the workplace if we want to achieve that, but I think that is an achievable goal. So again, I selected the goal 8 because I believe a lot of these goals are achievable. I've selected just a few of them here that I thought were particularly beneficial and could be used in the future. Thank you very much, and have a great one.